Hi, I'm Lucy Chen. It's so nice to meet you, Mrs. Bradford.
The rookie wastes no time stirring up emotional tension, particularly for Lucy Chen, Melissa O'Neill. To say that the arrival of Tim Bradford's Eric Winter, Mother Joy Celia Ward, creates an awkward situation would be putting it mildly. From the moment Joy steps through the door, it becomes clear that Tim has left out some significant details about his life, most notably Lucy herself. Joy was originally meant to stay with Tim's sister, Jenny Peyton List. However, Jenny redirects her to Tim's apartment, pointing out that their mother never stays with him. When Joy arrives, she has no idea Lucy even exists, let alone that Lucy is living with her son. She assumes Lucy is simply a coworker. It falls to Tim to clarify that they are, in fact, in a serious relationship. Lucy, understandably blindsided, questions Tim the moment Joy steps away to retrieve her luggage. How could his own mother not know about her? Tim explains that he and Joy are not particularly close. They speak every other weekend, but their conversations rarely venture into personal territory. He insists he had intended to tell her about Lucy but never got around to it. The explanation does little to ease Lucy's discomfort. As they drive to work, the conversation deepens. Tim admits that Joy doesn't even know the full story behind his divorce from Isabel. He keeps his personal struggles compartmentalized, sharing only surface-level updates with his mother. For Lucy, this revelation underscores how emotionally guarded Tim remains, even with family. At the station, Selena Liseth Chavez quickly senses something is off. When Lucy confides in her, Selena suggests reaching out to Tim's best friend, Angela Lopez, Alyssa Diaz, for advice. Nyla Harper, Mikia Cox, agrees that it's strange Tim hasn't opened up to his mother about Lucy or his past marriage. However, she cautions Lucy against trying to intervene directly by contacting Joy herself. Getting between Tim and his mother could easily backfire. Angela offers her own perspective, humorously noting that empires will rise and fall before Tim manages to address the situation properly. She isn't wrong. Tim's emotional boundaries with Joy are formidable. After speaking with Jenny, who colorfully describes those boundaries as a barbed wire fence in front of a field of landmines in front of a moat, Tim makes a small but meaningful effort. He confirms during a FaceTime call that Lucy does indeed live with him and emphasizes that their relationship is very serious. Still, the conversation remains restrained. The real breakthrough comes later in the day when Lucy and Joy finally have a one-on-one conversation. What begins as polite small talk evolves into something far more vulnerable. Joy reveals painful truths about Tim's childhood. She explains that even as a boy, Tim shielded her from his abusive husband, his father. Tim would deliberately draw his father's anger toward himself to protect her. Joy admits she allowed this to happen, consumed by fear and trauma. Lucy gently reframes the narrative. Joy, she points out, was also a victim. She was abused and terrified. It was not her responsibility to be the protector in that situation. But Joy carries deep guilt. She believes she should have shielded her son instead. In her mind, Tim learned to internalize problems because he concluded that she couldn't handle additional turmoil. Joy expresses a desire to truly know her son, not just the curated version he presents. Lucy advises her that the first step is honesty. She needs to tell Tim how she feels. When Tim returns home, Lucy quietly steps aside, allowing mother and son space to talk. Unfortunately, viewers are not privy to that conversation, leaving us to imagine what might have been said. By the episode's end, however, there is a sense of cautious optimism. The groundwork has been laid for healing. Tim has acknowledged Lucy's importance in his life. Joy has confronted painful truths about the past. And Lucy has demonstrated patience and emotional intelligence, positioning herself not as an adversary but as a bridge between mother and son. While the Bradford family drama provides the emotional core of the episode, the hour is packed with high-stakes action elsewhere. Sergeant Gray Richard T. Jones and Garza Felix Solis assemble a task force operation that pulls John Nolan Nathan Fillion into a dangerous transport assignment. Nolan joins a military convoy transferring inmates from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. Among the prisoners is the ever-scheming Oscar Hutchinson, Matthew Glave, apprehended while attempting to rob a gas station. The situation escalates when another inmate, Everett, a former private military contractor accused of facilitating war crimes, puts an escape plan into motion. With the help of a corrupt U.S. Marshal, Brian Letcher, Everett's mercenaries ambush the transport. In the chaos, multiple prisoners are freed, including Oscar. Oscar's escape once again highlights his uncanny ability to slip through the cracks. By episode's end, he calls Nolan to gloat. He promises he'll be more careful moving forward because he doesn't want to end up shackled again. Nolan, unimpressed and unwilling to indulge him, simply hangs up. The episode also addresses the professional consequences facing Nyla Harper. Following her inappropriate threats toward Glasser, Seth Gable, Nyla attends a disciplinary hearing. Though she retains her detective title and avoids demotion, she is reassigned to patrol. This means returning to uniform, a symbolic and practical setback. Gray makes it clear she must tread carefully from here on out. The decision underscores that even seasoned officers are not immune to accountability. Meanwhile, a subtle but ominous thread lingers around Tim. During the transport operation, Everett attempts to bribe him in exchange for facilitating his escape. Tim refuses outright. Everett responds with a warning: Tim's decision will have consequences. The threat hangs in the air, suggesting future trouble. By balancing emotional introspection with procedural suspense, the episode exemplifies what the Rookie does best. The show explores personal histories without losing momentum. It allows characters to confront trauma while still delivering action-driven storylines. The introduction of Joy Bradford adds meaningful context to Tim's guarded personality. His stoicism, often interpreted as rigidity, now reads as a survival mechanism forged in childhood. Lucy's role in the episode further cements her as an emotional anchor. Rather than escalating conflict, she encourages communication and accountability. At the same time, the larger narrative stakes continue to rise. Oscar's escape ensures future chaos. Nyla's reassignment alters team dynamics. Everett's warning looms. In the end, the February 23rd episode functions as both a character study and a setup for future arcs. It deepens our understanding of Tim, challenges Lucy's patience, and injects fresh tension into ongoing storylines. By the time the credits roll, relationships feel shifted, if not fully resolved, and the consequences of both emotional and professional choices promise to ripple forward. Whether viewers were most captivated by the Bradford family reckoning or the explosive prison break, the episode delivers on multiple fronts. And if Everett's warning proves true, Tim's refusal to bend may soon place him in greater danger than he realizes.